Shalom family, Yahvo, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about the last video, Mama Zion Wants You Back. So I want to walk you through exactly what I was shown and why I made the choices that I made. We open with our people living in Africa. This represents the beginning of our journey as souls. So in scene 2, this marks the beginning of the scattering. First from our real land into other parts of Africa, and then outward to the Americas and the rest of the world. I intentionally left the souls behind in this scene to show that not everyone was taken. In scene 3, here we see the overland and waterway passages. Some souls begin to disappear. Not everyone made it through the journey to the ships. And so this was my way of honoring our ancestors who never completed the journey to the ships. And here in scene 4, this scene shows the approach to the shore before boarding. You'll notice the shoreline shift. I placed that in intentionally as a nod to the many different West African regions we were scattered from before crossing the vast ocean. And in scene 5, we see the souls gathered on the deck and the souls that didn't survive the voyage itself. And here, this represents the souls lost because they refused enslavement. Some chose death over bondage and cast themselves into the ocean. I wanted to linger on this particular scene a little bit longer to truly honor those souls. You'll see them hit the water. You'll see them then sink into the cold, dark abyss. And I didn't want that moment to be rushed. In scene 8, this is the arrival on an unknown shore. So imagine the confusion, fear, and the displacement all in one moment. In scene 9, here we see souls gathered onto the plantation. So pay attention to the contrast. Souls inside the big house, and they're illuminating the inside. And then the souls that are outside. That separation was also intentional. Notice the cotton field. It represents the industry that built wealth in America. As the field stretches endlessly, you'll notice that the soul's lights are dimming, lost in labor that never seems to end. And in scene 11, it shows the shotgun homes. It shows the conditions that we were living in. No luxury, just enough to rest and survive before returning back to the fields. In scene 12, this scene represents the judgment that we are beginning to witness on the land even in real time. The next scene, this part is meant to be jarring because it looks like we've jumped forward in time. The ships appear to deliver us out of Babylon's judgment. But here's the truth that I wanted to communicate. The bondage that we had in the earlier scenes is really the same type of bondage that we have now. The only thing that's really changed is the scenery. The system didn't change. So just as before, we were in the cotton fields, but we've traded in those cotton fields for cubicles. So in scene 14, this represents 2 journeys on the same ocean. One in chains and the other in wealth and rest. In scene 15, we return to the shorelines which we were scattered from. Notice how the souls are already waiting on the dock. Possibly those who will serve us when we're restored to our land. Scene 16, this is the final scene, and it shows us being led into the wilderness where the Most High will plead with us face to face. This is about alignment and finally coming into his will. This video carries more layers than I could cover here. I'd really like to hear what you saw and what stood out to you and what spoke to your spirit. So share your thoughts with me in the comments.